Hey, welcome to the after show. So we were talking earlier about, in the good news, Pebbles had a story about a father who writes people letters as a dad. Not even his own kids anymore. It started off as he used to write his daughter letters. Then he did that thing where he retired and he had nothing to do. And the daughter's like, I got to give my dad pretty much a project. So she started having him write letters as a dad to other people. And they would just send him basically like whatever was going on in their life or somebody in their, their loved one's life. And he would write a letter. It got so big that he ended up having other dads, hiring other dads for his letter writing thing. Thousands and thousands of people need a letter from a dad. So anyway, I mentioned how my daughter is starting college, and I literally just last night finished writing. I'm going to write it, but I did it like in my notes section on my phone, her letter. And everybody was like, oh, wow. Ramiro's not a total piece of crap. What?
No.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's not that. It's more so that those are the moments and things you don't typically share. So it was nice hearing you say that. And it's touching that you do that. And I know you and Leroy are both great dads. So I was just wondering what else you guys might do for your kids that you don't share with us.
Oh, God, I don't know. I mean,
This is going to be painful for Ramiro.
I don't know, because you just like do it.
Well, before we get to that, can I
Yeah.
just ask you, Ramiro, what caused you to share that this morning?
Well, when they mentioned the dad letter thing, that's what made it come. Otherwise, they're like, at what point would that ever come out? If something came up that was pertinent to in the conversation, I would bring it up. But it just so happened the dad letter writing thing, and I was like, oh yeah, I actually did that last night.
See, I thought, and maybe you guys agree, I thought there probably have been plenty of times things have been brought up and you probably could have shared something like that, but you chose not to. So that's why I thought today was like, I wonder if there was something different. Is it because what's about to happen? College is literally right around the corner, or yeah.
Yeah, it was just it's very top of mind. But as far as other things, I couldn't even tell you, because it's like, I don't know, there's just certain things you just do that I guess if somebody is seeing it, it's like you see sometimes other couples, they do really nice things for each other, and you're like, oh, it's really nice that they did that for each other. And they're like, we just do this for each other, Like my father-in-law, he would tell me about how he would just on the regular go to Dunkin' Donuts during his lunch break and bring stuff to not his wife, to his mother-in-law. He would just go visit his mother-in-law with coffee and stuff.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, and one time he was just saying that. He was like, oh yeah, like that time he was saying something to Nicole. He goes like, remember that time that, that I blah, 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 blah to Situ? And I said, wait, what'd you do? And he goes, oh, I would always just stop by and bring her like a coffee or whatever. And we'd sit for like an hour and talk. And I was like, you did this on the regular? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, that's really cool. He goes, oh, it's just something we did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't even, you'd have to like bring up something and have me go, oh yeah, I guess I do that too.
I guess what my kids, the things that I can think of that I haven't really shared with people, we have a group text where it's just me and my kids.
I'm in the group text with my older kids.
And we go back and forth. But what I've learned is I can't send certain things in that group text and think I'm going to get a response from them. I have to send them individual text messages when it has to deal with them individually. And so they get individual text messages. Yeah. I send inspirational quotes. I send Bible quotes.
Every morning. Well, I don't do the Bible, but I do inspirational quotes every morning. Yeah.
Every single morning.
Yep.
And I send a lot of throwback pics of when they were kids. Yeah. We do a lot of reminiscing and stuff like that.
Yeah, my daughters
such a sucker for this stuff.
Yeah, my daughters will go through old pictures and they'll send like young, pictures of us like when they were younger and stuff like that. I actually, the thing just now in our group text, I threw up a sticker of my son giving a thumbs up, and that's because last night, just like in the middle of our group text, my daughter just started throwing stickers on, and we were all like, how the hell do you do that?
Oh, I love the stickers.
So yeah, so we just started learning how to do the sticker stuff.
Yeah.
Back to the letters. Is this the first time you've done this letter, or did you do it with all of the kids?
No, I did it with. Did I do it with Lucas? I don't think I did it with Lucas. I definitely did it with my older daughter, and now I'm doing it with this one. Yeah.
Do you
And
obviously you don't have to tell
I did
us.
do it with Lucas for something else. It wasn't college, but I do remember writing him a letter one time and sticking it in like his stuff for him to find. Yeah.
You don't have to tell us what's in the letter to Calla, but do you like just give maybe like an overall? Is it just like, you know, something to look forward to, or like goals you have for her, or is there an overall synopsis?
The overall synopsis is, let me try and think. It was just kind of like, you know, this came faster than I thought.
Oh,
I thought that when this happened, I would be it would be something different than what it is right now.
in a good way or a bad way?
Just in a different way. I just thought, well, at the time I was married to a mom, and she was my youngest kid, so I thought, I was like, oh wow, when she goes to college, I'm gonna be like, I always forget that freaking term. What's the term, like when the kids go
Empty nester.
Yeah, I was like, well, I'm gonna be an empty nester or whatever. But
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah,
Right.
it's definitely
twist.
yeah. It's definitely not that. Even after I got divorced, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be whatever, single and like no, you know. But it's definitely not that. Now it's like, wow, not only like it's not that, but you're like an older sister helping out the other ones and stuff. Yeah, so it's that. You know, telling her to enjoy and experience as much as possible, stuff like that.
Just know, one day she's going to find that letter. She's going to hold on to it. She's going to find it.
Oh.
And at different points in her life, it is going to mean something to her.
Oh,
Yeah, I wonder what the other ones might have thrown the letters away.
No. I'll tell you what, just this past week, I was looking through journals, and inside one of my old journals from like the 90s, I found a letter from my father.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I was just
God.
like, and normally he would handwrite things to me, but this one for some reason was typed. But it was just, I'm
like
telling you.
using an actual typewriter?
Yes.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
wow.
that is
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Oh, no, they will definitely hold on to it
Yeah.
and find it.
So it's yeah. That's what I'm trying to think. What else I wrote in there?
You're proud of her.
Oh yeah. Well, that's.
But don't, that's not a given.
Oh well. Okay.
It's
Yes.
not
Then
a
I'm
given.
proud of her. I gave some good, qualities of her that I'm proud of. Yeah. Not gonna read it.
Yeah, right.
No,
You're not getting it.
No, no, no.
Do you expect for her to respond soon, or you think it's something that she'll just?
She doesn't have to.
Yeah.
As long as she reads
Yeah.
it, that's all I care about. That's the thing. Like, I don't care about. Well, maybe eventually, like when I'm old and useless, I'll care about a little
No,
reciprocation. Right now, I just care about them enjoying their life and experiencing stuff and trying stuff and not getting like I'll say stuff to them and you know, I try and impart life lessons without like constantly like being like do. So I'll tell them stuff, and then I say, hey, listen, all I can do is tell you, because I just don't ever want you to be like, oh, I never knew. No one ever told me. And now I'm living this boring, mundane, whatever life. I'm like, no, that don't look at what other people are doing and think that has to be your life.
Yeah.
And you know, that you have to be whatever people think. What people think it's high school, college, get a job, find a wife or kid, settle down, find a wife or husband, have kids, settle down, live, wash, rinse, repeat for the rest of your life. That's not life. Do whatever the hell you want to do. Listen, if you want to try something out and it doesn't work out, you're like right now, my son is my oldest. He has a girlfriend, but he doesn't have any kids or anything like that. And he's been visiting family in California, and he's like, I think I want to move to Cali. And I'm like, do it.
Wow.
Get your ass out there.
Does he? What
Go-
part? Doesn't
Like
just,
the LA area,
Okay.
Southern California. He has a couple cousins out there. He already like knows where he wants to
Yeah.
go. And I said to him, do it right now. You have nothing
Yep.
This is
that's
the
that's
time.
holding you back.
Yep.
That's making it challenging. And I even told him, I said, if you really want to do it, set a date for yourself. Like 1 year from now, That way you start setting yourself up for then. And regardless of if you're completely set up on the checklist or not, that's the day you're moving. And then you figure out the rest once you get there.
Okay.
I tell them stuff like that. I'm like, do
Yeah.
it, because I don't want you to, next thing you know, you're 30, 40, and you're like, oh man, that time I should have gone to California or whatever. You could have. There was no reason not to.
We were talking about this before we started recording, but piggybacking off of what Ramiro's saying, I know for me, I think about death all the time, and not in a scary way. Not like, oh, I don't want to die.
But like when I'm gone.
When I'm gone, my biggest concern is my kids. And so it's like, I want to continue to have the type of conversations that Ramiro is saying that he has with his kids, making sure like they know to get out there and live and try new things and all that stuff. And I only worry, I'm like, am I having those conversations enough? Are they impactful enough? Am I a good example? Is my legacy going to be good enough for them to, not just them, but grandkids and all that to piggyback off of or see and use as an example? So, yeah, it's serious.
But because your father's no longer with us.
Yeah.
And so the things that he left for you.
It's
so.
Yeah, but then it's kind of like, I don't know about you, Ramiro. I'm always questioning, am I doing the absolute best I can do?
Always.
I feel like I'm not a bad father by any means. I don't think I am. But it's just like, is there more that I can do? And I think that's rooted in, that's how much I love them. Because it's like, I want to be able to give them everything, not spoil them, but everything, meaning I want to be able to give them knowledge, wisdom, and to see them take it and go to the next level that I'll never.
But you've already given them, both of you, like the best gift, which is being there. Like showing up is like showing up and loving them and being a safe place for them. Those are like huge. Everything else is icing on the cake, I think.
It like everyone has different stories in their life, right? But the one thing that everybody has in common, no matter what direction it goes in, is my mom blank, my dad blank. And sometimes the blank is because my mom or my dad blank. That's why, I'm not afraid to try shit and fail because, whatever. Or sometimes it's, it's because of my mom blank or my dad blank. That's why fill in the blank with excuses. I just don't want ever for them to say, I didn't try this, or I don't want them ever to say something negative because of my dad. I always want it to be like, hey, you know what? Fuck it. Dad said it's okay if I try and fail as long as I learn something, But you
also know that it's not like you can only do so much.
Yeah, I know.
Like they're going to go out there and be around other people and other influences and, so.
Yeah, no.
I mean, anything that could potentially negative happen isn't necessarily wouldn't be because of you.
No, it's not. But I also don't want, a lot of times people as adults, they'll use that, which I have a thing personally whenever people say that, no matter how you were raised or, oh, my mom was this, my dad was this. And I'm like, big fucking deal. You're 30 or whatever your age is, It's like, I know. Every time I'll be talking to Nicole, and I know it's a particular set of brothers that we know. And I go, look at those two brothers. I go, their dad was an idiot. It's a friend of ours. He's an idiot. The dad, an absolute idiot. One of the sons is an idiot. He has a kid who he barely pays attention to. He's constantly like in between jobs. He's always with like just shitty relationships because he's a shitty dude, so he attracts a shitty person. The other brother, he's always drinking, he's always smoking, whatever. The other brother, kid, he's freaking like always there for his kid. He's married. He's got a job. He's trying to provide for his family. And I said, they were both raised by the same dad. One of their stories is, well, I'm like this because my dad was like this. And the other one is, no, I'm sorry. Both of their stories is, I'm like this because my dad was like this. But one of them is, I'm basically a piece of shit because my dad was a piece of shit. And the other one's like, I'm not a piece of shit because my dad was a piece of shit.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying like,
yeah,
it's this whole like, you know, when you get to a certain age, it's like I don't buy the, well, you know, just because I grew up like this, when I
Right.
was 8, this happened. All right, motherfucker. What about the other 40 years of your life? Get over it. So anyway, I don't want my kids to do that, because I'll be like, hey, it doesn't fucking matter. You still got to take control of your life at some point, you know? But
I think one of the biggest things that I would encourage all fathers to do, if you can, if your kids express to you where you might have failed or dropped the ball a little bit, or if you recognize it yourself, don't hesitate to say sorry and try to work it out and figure it out, because that'll go a long way too. And that's something that I do with my kids, which is it's just good. We talk about all types of stuff. We talk about sex. We talk about
Wow.
it's the best.
That right there is huge.
I'm not quite. I'm there with like my son because he's older.
Yeah.
Not quite there with my older daughters. I think we're kind of transitioning to that a little bit.
Yep.
And obviously my freaking younger kids, I'm not there
Yeah.
yet. But
Haven't hit you with the, where do we come from?
I'm open. Oh, we've already had trying to explain to
The
explain to
basics, I
them.
know.
Forget about the basics. Trying to
Yep.
explain to them, or they're like, hold on a second. Kala and Lily are my sisters, but they're not mom's kids. I'm like, right, because I was married to someone else. And they're like, oh, what happened? I'm like, oh God. And then they're like, well, what about Lucas? So were you married to his? I'm like, no, actually, I wasn't married to his mom. So like trying to explain that, like every now and then Jax will go, I want a brother. And I'm like, you do have a brother. And he goes, who? And I said, Lucas. He goes, I thought he was your brother. I'm like, no.
Oh my God. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I go,
That's
no,
hilarious.
he's your brother. And he goes, okay, but I want a younger one. I'm like, oh, no, that's not how it works.
He
It's
wants
not like
to
asking-
be the older brother.
It's not,
probably.
yeah, it's not like asking for a
Yeah.
Christmas present.
Right.
You don't get a menu.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right.
don't forget to like and subscribe. And there's something from me that I do. I also treat my dog Rocky like a little king, and I talk to him like he's a human. And
I love it.
And I talk to him like he's above all the other pets, because he is.
I love it.
I'll
that's something else
piggyback
that you
though off
want.
of what Pebbles said. Don't tuck this side of Ramiro away for too long. Feel free to let that side out if you want to, as often as you want to.
He's out all the time, just not in front of you guys.
Well, we want it to be in front of us.
Oh my God! Then come to my house at night and I'll tuck you in.
Ooh.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.